Mabuhay everyone! I am Micco, bringing you the latest and most important news around the world with my fellow newscasters.
Mabuhay, I am Dhafni.
Mabuhay, I am Loreen.
Mabuhay, I am Althea.
Mabuhay, I am Aaliyah.
And this is Headline Shine, logging on time, live reporting for today's news.
Dhafni reporting live for Headline Shine, lagging on time. Today, we delve into our main topic, which is renewable energy and non-renewable energy sources. But first, what is renewable energy? In this fast-paced world where the search for sustainable and cleaner energy is growing more urgent by the day, renewable energy emerges as the hero. Let's take a closer look at what makes this source of power so important for our future. Renewable energy is power generated from sources that are replenished naturally, like the sun, wind, and geothermal heat. Unlike fossil fuels, which take millions of years to form and are steadily depleting, renewable energy harnesses the power of resources that are continually available, from solar power derived from the sun to wind energy that turns turbines into electricity. Renewable energy offers us a never-ending supply of power, benefiting both environment and our economies. Solar energy, for example, is one of the most promising renewable resources. The sun, which has been shining for billions of years, provides us with an almost infinite amount of energy. Solar panels installed on rooftops or solar farms can generate electricity without emitting any pollutants, offering us an alternative to harmful fossil fuels. Wind energy is another key player in this revolution. Wind turbines, like those in Denmark and South Australia, can harness the natural power of wind to produce electricity. In fact, Denmark's wind power alone met 42% of the country's electricity needs in 2015. And don't forget geothermal energy, sourced from the heat of the Earth's core. This form of energy is becoming increasingly important for heating, particularly in countries like Iceland and New Zealand. And the list of renewable resources doesn't stop there. We also have hydropower, which generates electricity from moving water, and biomass, which converts organic material into biofuels like ethanol and biodiesel. These biofuels can be used in vehicles, offering a cleaner alternative to traditional gasoline and diesel. Bioethanol is made from sugar crops like corn and sugarcane, and it's widely used in fuels in countries like Brazil and the USA. It's a cleaner, greener option that reduces our reliance on oil. In fact, renewable energy is already displacing conventional fuels in many areas: power generation, heating, transportation, and even rural energy services. By 2040, renewable energy is projected to match coal and natural gas electricity generation, marking a monumental shift in the energy landscapes. In the world of transportation, we're seeing biofuels like biodiesel and bioethanol taking the spotlight. These renewable fuels are helping us reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and cut down on harmful emissions. It's clear that renewable energy isn't just a passing trend, it's the future of power generation. As more countries adopt solar, wind, and other renewable technologies, the world is getting closer to a sustainable energy future. But there's still a long way to go. In China, for example, over 70% of the total for solar water heating is installed, which serving millions of households and providing an energy-efficient solution for heating water. As we embrace renewable energy, we also see a rise in energy efficiency technologies, like geothermal heat pumps, which provide both heating and cooling, while flattening the electric demands curve. This technological leap is growing national priority, especially for countries striving to minimize their carbon footprints. With the continuous advancement in renewable energy, the future looks bright literally. The shift from fossil fuels to renewables is not only better for the environment, but it also creates new jobs and opportunities, shaping economies and transforming industries. The revolution is here and it's green.
That's right, Dhafni. Now, let's talk about renewable energy. What it is, why it's important, and some of its advantages and disadvantages. Let's talk about the benefits of renewable energy. First, it's eco-friendly. Solar and wind power produce no harmful emissions, helping combat climate change. It's also sustainable, unlike fossil fuels, which can run out. Renewable energy is reliable with proper infrastructure and helps create jobs, boosting economies worldwide. It also stabilizes energy prices since costs rely on installation rather than fluctuating fuel prices. With low maintenance, better public health, and the ability to empower rural areas, renewable energy is the future. While renewable energy has many advantages, it also has some challenges. Number 1, weather dependent. Solar panels need sunlight and wind turbines need wind. If conditions aren't right, energy production drops. Number 2, lower efficiency. Right now, renewable energy technology isn't as powerful as fossil fuels, so we need more infrastructure to meet demand. Number 3, high initial costs. Building solar farms and wind turbines requires large upfront investment, though costs are decreasing over time. Lastly, number 4, storage challenges. Since renewables don't always produce energy 24/7, we need better battery storage solutions to keep power available when needed. Renewable energy is a promising solution for a cleaner and more sustainable future. While there are challenges to overcome, investing it in today will lead to a better tomorrow. And that's all for our first topic. Back to you, Micco.
Thank you, Miss Loreen. And we're just getting started. Coming up next, what are non-renewable energy sources? Stick with us and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Let's dance the night away. Let's dance the night away. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 처음보다 더 till it gets so loud. Let's dance the night away.
You're watching Headline Shine, logging on time. And we're continuing with our nagbabagang balita, covering the topic what are non-renewable energy by our very own news reporter, Althea.
Thank you, Mr. Micco. I am Althea, and I'm reporting about renewable and non-renewable energy. Non-renewable energy refers to energy sources that are finite and cannot be replenished on a human timescale. These resources, once depleted, cannot be regenerated, and their extraction and use often have negative environmental impacts. In the Philippines, non-renewable energy sources are still widely used, but the country is working to transition to more sustainable energy options. Examples of non-renewable energy in the Philippines are coal. Coal is the most significant non-renewable energy source in the Philippines. It is primarily used for electricity generation and is a major contributor to the country's energy mix. Despite the environmental concerns, coal remains a dominant energy source due to its affordability and availability. The second is oil. The Philippines is an importer of oil, which is used for transportation, industrial processes, and electricity generation. The country relies heavily on imported oil, making it vulnerable to global oil price fluctuations. The third one is natural gas. Natural gas is used for electricity generation and industrial purposes. The Philippines has some domestic natural gas reserves, particularly in Malampaya gas field off the coast of Palawan, but it still imports a significant portion of its natural gas. The fourth one is nuclear energy. Although the Philippines has considered nuclear energy as a potential source of power, it has not yet fully embraced it. The Bataan nuclear power plant was completed in the 1980s but has never been operational due to safety and concerns and political issues. The environmental impact is the use of non-renewable energy in the Philippines contributes to air pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and climate change. Coal, in particular, leading cause of carbon dioxide emissions in the country. As a result, the Philippines is increasingly focusing on renewable energy alternatives to reduce its dependence on fossil fuels and mitigate the environmental effects of non-renewable energy. In conclusion, while non-renewable energy sources like coal, oil, and natural gas continue to dominate the Philippines energy landscapes, there is a growing emphasis on transitioning to clearer, more sustainable energy options in line with global climate goals.
That's right, Miss Althea. In fact, non-renewable energy plays a crucial role in our modern world today. Did you know that the average vehicle today is made up about 50% of plastic? This is because non-renewable resources help create thousands of different products, from fuel and heating oil to everyday items like clothing, soap, and hygiene products. Additionally, non-renewable works efficiently with our existing energy, making them a reliable energy sources despite growing interest in renewable alternatives. Another advantages of non-renewable energy is its ability to produce nuclear power. Uranium, a non-renewable resources, fuels nuclear reactors, which generates about 6% of the world's total energy and approximately 15% of global electricity. Furthermore, non-renewable undergo refining process that increase their energy yield. For instance, processing a single barrel of crude oil can produce more than its original volume in the usable energy product. But, despite these benefits, non-renewable energy sources have significant disadvantages too. One major issue is their infinite nature. They could eventually run out someday. Current estimates suggest that oil, coal, and gas reserves may last another 50 years. But these timelines are subject to changes. Additionally, the burning of fossils contributes significantly to pollution, leading to harmful emissions that affect both human health and the environment. These emissions can damage plants and animals' life, contribute to climate change, and even cause acid rain. So, it's best that non-renewable energy should be conserved and used in a good way only.
Right, Mr. Micco, now let's talk about energy source. Energy powers our daily lives from lighting home to transportation. But where does it came from and how does it affect our environment? Now, let's explore energy types, source, and their impacts. What is energy? Energy exists in many forms, allowing us to power systems and devices. Major energy sources include fossil fuels, nuclear, biofuel, wind, hydro, geothermal, and solar power. There are many types of energy: chemical energy, electrical energy, gravitational energy, kinetic energy, mechanical energy, nuclear energy, solar energy, sound energy, and thermal energy. But energy sources also have an impact on the environment. Fossil fuels release carbon dioxide, causing global warming. Nuclear energy produces radioactive waste. Biofuels lower environmental impact. Wind and hydro alter landscapes and ecosystems. Solar and geothermal energy, minimal impact. Energy in the Philippines. The Philippines relies on fossil fuels. Oil, 31%, coal, 20%, but also taps into renewables like geothermal, 41%, hydropower and biomass 30%. Despite its high environmental ranking in Asia, 75% of power generation still depends on fossil fuels. The Renewable Energy Act of 2008 set ambitious goals, but delays and policy issues slow progress. Streamlining regulations and engaging stakeholders are key to a sustainable energy future. And that's all for energy sources. Back to you, Mr. Micco.
Thank you, Miss Aaliyah. So what's the best forward? Renewable energy or non-renewable energy?
Investing in a renewable energy like solar and wind is essential for a sustainable future. We need to act now.
That's right, but the transition must be gradual. We still need non-renewable sources for now, but we should invest more in clean energy.
Small actions count. Conserving electricity, supporting green businesses, and using energy-efficient appliances can make a big difference.
And that's wrap up our report on renewable and non-renewable sources.
Again, this is Headline Shine, lagging on time, and let's all do our part for a cleaner, greener world. Thanks for watching!